This is a WTOC original presentation. What day is it? It's Georgia Day. A day when the rhythm of the Marne leads happy colonists and Native Americans down Bull Street to where General Oglethorpe founded the colony. It's a day when Georgia honors the Cherokee leader, Sequoyah.
Single-handedly invented an alphabet. He was the only person to ever do that and still is to this day.
It's a day made possible by generous people who work with the Georgia Historical Society to make sure that Georgia's history is alive.
What a joy to look out on this ocean of young people who will be our tomorrow.
It's a day that honors Mary Telfair and Juliet Lowe and Johnny Mercer and other great figures of 13th colony history.
Happy Georgia Day! Happy Georgia Day!
It's a day that makes all Georgians proud, and a day that makes WTOC especially proud as we present the 278th Georgia Day Parade.
Welcome to Georgia Day 2011. The state of Georgia, the city of Savannah, 278 years old tomorrow, or today as you're seeing this on television. And it is always a thrill for me. One of the great highlights of this event is the opportunity that I have to bring on a special co-host. But I've always looked forward to the time when I could have perhaps one of the historians that I respect the most when it comes to Georgia and Savannah history. Welcome, if you will, Hugh Golson.
Well, thank you, Sonny. It's a pleasure to be out here, and what a beautiful day we have. We are blessed.
It is fantastic. It's a little cool, but it's not cold. I might even come out of the overcoat at some point.
Absolutely.
You got your signature hat on.
Yeah, it's a good day for a hat.
It is a good day for a hat. I might should have thought of that, too. What you're going to see in the next little while, of course, we'll see the youngsters come parading through. The honoree this year is Sequoyah.
Yes.
Mr. Golson and I will be talking about who Sequoyah is a bit. Every year there's a different honoree so that the children can learn about specific characters who had particular impact on Georgia, who helped to found it or whatever. Maybe they went on to excel in sports or music
Absolutely.
or the arts. But every year it's a different honoree. And then we're going to have a celebration right over our shoulders here on the steps of City Hall, the platform out in front to be more precise. And we will hear from folks with the Historical Society. We'll meet some of the honorees from previous years. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Georgia Day Parade 2011. And now coming into view, not only do we have the color guard of the magnificent 3rd Infantry Division of the United States Army, but we have the 3rd ID Band, the Rhythm of the Marne.
Rock of the Marne, Sonny, rock of the Marne.
Top of the rock. Those banners that you see on the flag are the 3rd ID flag. Often, while they were in Iraq, we saw in its place the ribbons of the Army. But in point of fact, those are the ribbons of the 3rd ID.
And this is probably one of the finest bands of the military. We are so honored to have them with us today.
And as they approach our Craig Harney in the field, let's give them a listen. Well, that was ill-timed. Now, as we see the dignitaries coming along, the gentleman wearing the sash is Bob Jepson, who meant so much to this community, right along with Dr. Todd Gross.
A fine Savannian.
Bob Jepson is, of course, the Grand Marshal today, and there you see the school board coming along behind him.
Absolutely, the Board of Public Education is with us. Pleasure to have them.
What a wonderful...
And many of our school district dignitaries and administrators. And here we have the previous dignitaries portrayed by students from the Savannah Arts Academy. Everyone from Button Gwinnett to Mary Telfair to Juliet Lowe, quite a crowd.
Hugh Golson, you've just about been in every position in this parade.
Yes, I have, and that's why it's very special to me.
You've actually been there as the president of the school board.
Yes, I have.
An honoree.
One of the honorees, yes, indeed.
Who were you?
I was Royal Governor Reynolds.
Oh.
Howard Morrison and I and Superintendent John O'Sullivan served as the 3 originals.
And we have Schumann Elementary coming by.
Yes, indeed.
This
Good
is so much
morning,
fun
everybody.
for these children, isn't it?
Good morning.
Godly Station, who just
Yes,
passing
indeed.
across the screen. All these youngsters, some of them in the theme of Sequoia.
Yes, they are, and the others just general colonial themes.
If you're unfamiliar with Sequoia, he actually adopted the idea from the European settlers of, how would you say it? He came up with a syllabary.
Yes, an alphabet is what we called it when I was in school. And the Cherokees had no means to communicate, and believe it or not, it was the missionaries that drove the idea of the alphabet and encouraged him. So many of our New England churches sent missionaries to the Cherokees, and they wanted them to read the word in Cherokee language. So Sequoia satisfied that and created a newspaper to communicate.
And we'll be back with more of the Georgia Day Parade celebration after this.
This is your city hall. Many of you in the future can sit where we are sitting now. Will you do it? Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
One of your students just came by and said, hi, Mr. Goldson, you're welcome.
Absolutely. I think I have something like 80,000 of them out there somewhere of all ages.
A lot of the teachers who are teaching about Sequoia and other aspects of Georgia history were your students.
Yes, they are. I'm very pleased to have many who went on to follow me in teaching.
See, there's a sign about
the Cherokee syllabary, yes. They did much of their homework and studying to get it just right so they would understand what Sequoia is all about and the importance of the written word to the Native Americans.
And a little later on, we're going to actually see which group of students came up with the best banner. Not only do they learn about the honoree each year, but they create these wonderful banners. And it's amazing. Sometimes they're three-dimensional.
Yes, they are. This is an excellent art and teaching project for our elementary schools that participate in this program. And at the middle school level, of course, we have an essay contest, which is announced at the luncheon that follows. And then, of course, we just saw the Savannah Arts Academy representing high school students who are participating as the previous honorees.
Here comes a banner down the street, and Mark.
Colonial Oil is with us.
We're very grateful for their sponsorship. Also,
Absolutely.
specifically for this parade, to me, one of the greatest benefactors in this community, Levy Jewelers, Lowell Kronowitz and Levy Jewelers, and AT&T.
Yes, they are. There's St. Peter the Apostle Catholic School joining us today.
I saw the Grand Butternut coming by, someone dressed as a Confederate officer. Here comes Thunderbolt.
Yes, indeed. Thunderbolt's got a great banner there. Very colorful.
Sequoia's Legacy. I'm trying to make out all the different words. Oh, they have the different elements of the alphabet.
Oh, that is wonderful.
The Cherokee alphabet on the Thunderbolt. That's got to be one of the contenders.
On
for the banner
leaves,
contest.
as if that were the paper. Excellent.
That's Craig Hardy's swinging around there. We're talking about it, and we want you to give you a good look at that banner from.
Isn't that wonderful? Now that is a lesson in itself. Now we see Calvary Day School stepping into the scene
with their banner behind. Wait a minute,
banner.
Listen. They did a little fife work.
They sure did. Impressive. And coordinated.
They played very
costume.
well.
Quite well. And they have the drum to go with it.
Listen to this. Let's see how. Oh, we get to hear them firsthand. Great job.
Revolutionary tune, very appropriate to Sequoia's period.
One of the things we try to do, too, from our Tim Williams with our elevated camera and Craig Harney, our director of everything, operations, you name it, he works so hard at WTOC. We try to get as many of your children and grandchildren's faces on TV as we can.
Oh, yes, indeed. Very significant. And look how excited they are. I'm so glad we got a good day. We don't have rain dumping on them. It's not particularly freezing today, just a good brisk morning. And it shows on their faces. They are so excited to be here.
You know, 278 years ago today, it was pouring rain in Savannah. Found an excerpt from a letter by Peter Gordon on that day, the day prior to the founding of Georgia. And of course, we're recording this on the 11th on a Friday because the 12th falls on Saturday as you watch this on TV. But he said the rains were violent. They came with such force it beat down on us. Everything was wet. We had to cover our bedding with plates, dishes, bowls, and whatever conveniency we had.
And we have seen a few Georgia days pretty close to that, but we could always go home and get warm.
That's right. They didn't have anything but tents. The folks in South Carolina hadn't gotten here to build.
It is true. Now, Bartow School is just past us, and here comes St. James Catholic.
Excellent. Oh, the teachers are in on the act. Hi.
They sure are.
Wait a minute, I don't know about the sweater. That's not period dress, sir.
Scottish Argyle.
That'll work. They're looking great, aren't they, Hugh?
They sure are.
I'll tell you what, we're going to have many, many more of these wonderful young faces and more on Georgia history. Stay right where you are.
Wow, what a celebration. We're celebrating a big birthday today. Do you know what that birthday is? Absolutely. And you're looking like $1 million. You're looking great. And I'm so proud of all of you for all that you do to join this celebration. To the Georgia Historical Society, thank you for giving these students a memory that will last forever. Because as they move forward in life, they'll look back at this occasion and remember what a celebration they had. Thank you, teachers, for making this possible and the many hours that you spend helping to make the posters. Thank you, students, for your costumes that you're wearing, and for the parents who are helping to chaperone you today.
West Chatham Elementary is under review now.
I'm so proud of those
morning,
students. We
everybody.
had an epic spelling bee at West Chatham
Oh,
Elementary
my
recently.
word.
We went the longest I've ever gone in 20 years of doing those events. 114 words in the championship round.
Wow.
Once it was down to 2 students.
That must have been exhausting.
And that was without them missing a word. West Chatham Elementary, congratulations.
Yes, indeed.
They study history like they study spelling. They're doing well.
You got it.
Oh, beautiful smiles.
Oh, it is.
And some of our schools have their signs so that we can pick them all out, but otherwise we just see all these historic figures coming down the street. This is probably St. James you're seeing going through here if we're in order.
Probably so, and I believe we got Benedictine Band coming up. Mighty sharp young men, mighty sharp.
The Pride of Benedictine.
Ah, and here we have Jacob G. Smith. Wonderful three-dimensional banner there.
Had the pipe on the front and everything. Oh, look at here. Holding hands. This is great.
Oh, indeed.
I tell you what, we got to give kudos to a lot of mamas and grandmamas and aunts and whoever helped with these great costumes.
They've
I don't
been
think
very
the children
busy.
did it all themselves.
I think they did a lot of it, but they needed that extra support. Memorial Day School, beautiful banner, happy-looking group there.
Oh, here we are. Hey, cuz. Nice to see you. It's cool. And Spencer Elementary's coming along here. Let's see if we get that. All of the brown and blue. Huh?
Yes, indeed. Spencer's coordinated here.
They really did a good job.
They did a wonderful job.
I'll tell you what, Spencer Elementary's doing a great job, period, these days. And Veritas Academy right behind
Veritas
them.
Academy is with us this morning.
Affiliate
Good
of
morning,
Independent
good morning.
Presbyterian
Another one
Church.
of my students.
Lots and lots of your students.
There's a few.
They're the older ones. Some of them very old.
Very old
I'm
these
sorry,
days.
you.
I meet them in the doctor's office.
that was uncalled for.
Oh, gosh.
And it's a great day. The warmth being provided by these smiling faces. Stay with us. We'll have more, including the great celebration right in front of City Hall. Stay with us.
Thank you for coming out today. It is you who make Georgia history possible. From here on, it's all yours. We've done everything we can.
Here comes Pulaski into the
Pulaski Elementary.
Look at the banner. She's got to reach that banner all the way up over her head.
I tell you, but look at her. She's so glad to do it. Good morning,
they've already
Pulaski.
made that long stroll all the way from Forsyth Park. I don't believe they've exhausted all their energy.
Nope, they're still going.
Who do we have here?
Let's see.
Maybe it's Hess.
I think
Y'all
that's
turn around so we
Hess
can
Elementary.
see. Oh, yeah, that's a Hess Bears
it is.
right
That's
there.
very good. The
I
Hess
can't
Bears
read the
are in the
sign because
house.
some of it's in the Cherokee alphabet.
Yes, it is. We must learn that alphabet.
Oh, what a hat. Beautiful. The Hess Bears.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's amazing how well they're in order today, and if that's
They
still
really
the case,
are.
this may be Hancock Day School coming up.
I believe it is. Looks like a lot of hands were part of that banner. One happy group.
East
One
Broad
happy
Elementary.
group here.
Hey!
Happy Georgia Day.
Happy Georgia Day, everybody. And Bloomingdale Elementary coming up.
Yes, indeed.
They
Glad
are
to
not
have
bringing
them
up the rear. I
participate.
see another school yet to come.
We have even more.
Now, in a few moments, we'll be up on that platform, and you've been up there as a
Yes,
part
I
of this.
have.
We'll be calling attention to the previous honorees.
Yes. And, of course, we'll be singing Happy Birthday to Georgia.
May Howard.
Ah, yes, it is May Howard Elementary. And I'm proud to announce that Mrs. May Howard, the late Mrs. Howard, has now been elevated to a Georgia Woman of Achievement. Later in March, she will be inducted as the 9th Savannaian to be a Georgia Woman of Achievement for her 44 years of service to Georgia PTA.
That's wonderful. All right, I think Dr. Todd Gross is getting ready to step to the microphone.
Yes, he is.
And we, Hugh Golson and I, are going to step back and let you be a part of the ceremony.
You guys really did a great job this year. These banners look fantastic. We're going to start with 3rd place in the banner competition, Pooler Elementary. Second place goes to Port Wentworth. All right, first place goes to Hess Elementary.
And with the sounds of Georgia on my mind well off in the background, everybody's enjoying this celebration of Georgia history, but we have more. Don't you go away. And there you have it, the celebration of the 278th anniversary of the founding of the state of Georgia. It's great, huh, Hugh?
And what a wonderful day it's been. We can still hear the kids all pumped up, excited. They're loving the day, and we're loving having them.
Isn't it the truth? And in the banner competition, now we've had great winners in the past from the private schools and the parochial schools around Chatham County, but this time...
Yes, it was a 3-way for the public schools
Public schools sweep. So congratulations to the Hess Bears.
Yes, first place.
Pooler and Port Wentworth.
Pooler and Port Wentworth, 2nd and 3rd. Excellent kids, just excellent.
Well, we hope that you will continue to be a student of Georgia history as well. It is a fascinating history. I would commend to you the Georgia Info site that's hosted by the University of Georgia and our good friend Ed Jackson, who puts so much good information there.
Excellent
And we're going to look forward to your book. Tell us again.
Absolutely. Andrew Lowe and the Sign of the Buck.
Wonderful. And look for that on Mid-Morning Live. Anything else you got for us, Hugh Golson?
All I want to say is happy birthday, Georgia.
Amen to that. Enough said. Celebrate Georgia every day, and you have a great evening.